Welcome everyone to episode 64 of the Break Time Banter. I'm your host, Brett Erickson, and as always, I'm joined by the tall redhead himself, Isaiah Miller.
What's up?
Today, we are joined by an amazing man of many, many talents.
Many.
And he knows a lot of things.
And many instruments.
Yes, indeed. We are joined by Nick Lunde.
How's it going?
Good.
Oh,
welcome.
it's going swell.
Welcome to the show. Sorry it took you so long to get you on here.
Oh no, I'm just happy to be here. Thank you for bringing me on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
You guys are going to learn a lot about Nick. Nick is amazing, like we just talked
Very
about.
true, very true.
But are you guys ready to hop into some wonderful topics?
Let's do it.
Let's
do it.
do it. It's going to be so much fun because it's the Break Time Banter.
It's true.
And because by the time people are listening to this, finals are done.
Finals are basically done for most people.
Oh.
I mean, I guess I have my last one today. So.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
I'm-
First,
I'm off the
maybe
hook.
10 people that have finals.
Yeah, it's just a couple classes left.
Yeah.
It's just electives, but yeah, I finished today.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Hey,
real.
yeah.
Congratulations.
I am Dunzo Bunzo.
Fair enough.
But by the time this comes out, everyone will be stress-free. No, not quite all the way stress-free.
Not quite.
Not quite. No, still got to move out and everything, but we are blessed to have Nick here. I've been really wanting to get Nick on for the longest
True.
time,
Very much so.
but this is the right time to do it.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
I'm very excited. Nick, is there anything else you want to add to your resume or what people should know about you?
I guess not. I mean, I like instruments.
Yeah.
A lot. I can play a few.
Like the triangle?
You.
I like to cook meat of various types.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's about it. I mean, I like Carhartt. I like music and instruments and meat.
And being outside.
And yes, and lots of mountains.
When you
And-
say-
He's outdoorsman.
when you say Carhartt, you mean?
yeah, yeah. So this is such a new shirt I got it the other day.
Hey.
Yeah,
Big Carhartt, man.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get right into it.
Let's
Before
get
then,
rolling.
Isaiah, do you know what time it is?
You know what time it is.
You're right.
We
I
gotta.
got you.
okay.
I got this. No, I don't got this on lock. I got this on lock. Ready? 3, 2, 1. You know what we drinking today, boys. Today we are drinking the one, the only, the bubbler. Nick, what are you drinking today? What is your flavor?
My flavor today is the passion fruit wonder, with the apostrophe after the D.
That's a unique spelling.
I believe that's what Brett's drinking as well.
Yes.
Yeah, this is actually my first time having this one, so I'm interested to see how it tastes. It smells good.
Yeah.
I am drinking the blood orange mango mingler.
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 You know, I think the
Mingler.
first time I had this was on the Break Time Banter tour, if I remember right. But I haven't had it since.
Did we have it on the tour?
I think so. Yeah, so much happened that I forget.
Honestly, I think I
much-
blacked out for 90% of that tour. I don't even remember. Where were we?
I don't know.
didn't you guys go to Fergus Falls?
Oh
Yeah, we did.
That was the last one.
And then to Fargo too.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm glad we have Nick to remind us. You know, where are we right now?
Plymouth.
Oh.
I think this is still Plymouth, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. This is definitely like the heart of Plymouth.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know the cities very well. But I think
Oh, that
we
was
should
good.
get rolling. We should get into
Yes. I need some bubbler. I need some
this.
energy.
Some energy.
But folks, we haven't done this one in a while. We're doing What's That Word?
Ooh. We have not
All
done
right.
this one in a long time.
So I'm going to say a word, and then you guys can come up with a definition. You can
Oh,
come
this
up,
sounds fun.
You can come up with your own. You can come up with it together. I don't have a preference.
Or you could just make it up. If you
right.
have no
True.
idea, just say it's what a herd of badgers is called.
What is
Boy,
what is
it's
that?
starting already. All right.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Elchi.
Elchi.
Elchee. Elchi.
That's like when an elf gets hurt. They're like, Elchie, that really hurt. Like,
But they say it in like the happiest way.
yeah, we say ouchie. We're like, ouchie, that hurt. They're like, Elchie, that really hurt.
I mean, my first thought was like something like algae or like something fish or sea related.
Yeah.
But
That's fair. That's a more reasonable answer than mine.
well,
We'll see.
We'll see.
Brett?
Isaiah.
Why'd you give me the one that
wait.
echoes?
I want to do this again. You ready?
I love the sonic bass drop, like the.
Boom. Nick. Incorrect.
Bummer.
This one I wish there was a better definition. Elchi is an ambassador.
In what language is that?
I'll have to look it up. Here, wait. I'll do
English.
that. I'll do that quick.
No, because we have the word already. We have ambassador.
Could be a synonym.
A what?
A cinnamon?
Synonym.
A cinnamon for it?
I'm gonna look up the origin of this word because it's probably used for some, I don't know, just different tribe or something. I have no idea. Tribe. Yep, some random tribe.
Just out in Africa, like, oh yeah, this is our Elchi.
That actually kind of sounds real.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was real.
Let's see.
Hey Google, show me the. Wow, I can't think.
Let's see. Turkish or Hindi?
Show me the origin of this word. There we go.
Turkish or Hindi?
Yeah.
So like
Hindu.
Yeah, Hindi
Or
as in
Hindi.
yes.
Okay.
Huh. Interesting. Anyways,
I was about to say, I don't think I know what Hindi is. I know what Hindu is.
Indo.
Hindu-Deuteronomy.
He, him.
Identify as he, him.
All right. Next one. Frankenfood.
Frankenfood.
Yep.
What?
Let's just.
I mean, obviously German.
See, I was thinking, let's just do some quick thinking here. Like, Frankenstein was put together by a bunch of different things. So Frankenfood is just a bunch of different foods put together.
Ooh, no, that actually just makes so like it's like a leftover kind of goop that like
a
is
hodgepodge.
Yeah. So you just get like a bunch of leftovers and you just put it all together. I like that idea.
It's
I
like
that
a leftover casserole.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what that is?
No, but like that sounds
think
exactly
so.
what Frankenfood would be.
It's literally you go into like your fridge and you take out all of the food that you have.
Yeah.
And you just like put it all in one big casserole and you toss in like whatever else you think you need and
Bake it up.
Bake it up.
So like everything. So like even like goldfish.
Why do you have goldfish in your fridge?
That's
The less
leftovers.
you know, the better.
It's leftovers, man.
It's leftovers. And
Not even a full goldfish.
no, just
I wasn't specific on if it was goldfish as in like the cracker
snack
or the actual
real
goldfish.
As we've heard, people have had competitions of swallowing goldfish.
Shout
Really?
out Courtney's episode.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
it's quite fascinating. Yeah, goldfish. You never know what else. Like, what other random food?
Like pickles.
Yeah.
You put that in a casserole?
Hey, I'm sure there's casseroles.
You wanted to put goldfish.
Goldfish?
I can't talk today. I'm sorry. Goldfish in a casserole. I think it's only natural you put pickles in too.
Well, I mean, I've heard of celery being put into a casserole, but never a pickle. We're not animals, Isaiah.
You could also put in.
I guess we are in Minnesota and northern Minnesotan and Minnesota.
Well, it's hot dish here. It's not casserole.
Yeah. Oh,
put
true.
like orange juice.
That's like the marinating seasoning.
Orange juice, pickles, and goldfish.
Just let it baste for 24 hours.
What kind of casserole are we
Brett.
making right now?
Brett, if I make this casserole for you, will you try it?
Ooh.
Oh,
But if you make it, it has to be eaten on break time banter.
oh man. We'll go back to the bread time banter
Bread time, man. That's our cooking podcast.
with one and only Ashley Blake.
Ashley Blake.
Almost said Ashley Feist. Ashley Blake.
I still call her Ashley Feist. No offense, but that's just how I know her in my brain. Like my brain. My Brian.
Your
I
Brian.
can't talk today. This is bad.
My Brian.
My Brian.
All right.
Let's roll. Let's roll.
All right, Frankenfood. You know what, you guys? Close enough.
Go.
Close enough?
Close enough. This one says genetically modified food, but I like your definition more.
So just GMOs?
I was gonna say that's literally GMO.
So like almost all food now.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Essentially.
crack.
Yes.
I'm gonna go home and visit my parents and be like, "Oh, is that Frankenfood?" And they're like, "What?"
Is that a what? Say what?
Or your next time your mom makes that leftover casserole. Hey, look, Frankenfood. Got some goldfish in there? It's very necessary that you put goldfish in there.
Well, it adds a whole new level of crunch.
Yeah.
To the
exactly.
to the hot dish.
I still don't know whether we're talking about a regular fish or the crackers.
Well, so I funny enough, I've actually just like had small fish before, and I ate it with like the bones in it and everything. I mean, like no tail or head, but like I just ate the whole body.
There you go.
Of like
Isn't that
some
like
small
really dangerous? Because aren't those like small bones super like pointy and can like pop your like
pop?
Not pop, but like scratch your like throat and all that stuff.
No, it's not dangerous for Nick.
Well, we were hungry.
Yeah, Nick's mountain man.
Mountain man.
I mean, I didn't cut my throat, but yeah, I've done that before.
Oh yeah,
and I can tell you, it is crunchy.
One time, I caught a fish.
You did?
Oh,
like with your hands?
I punched a fish with my hands.
Of course you would.
I told that story on the podcast.
Yes, you did.
Okay, good.
I feel like we, for sure, once. Probably we've referenced it.
It's come up a couple times.
I was too late on the spot, and I almost got to it. But when you said, one time I caught a fish, it's like, good job. Congratulations.
One time, I caught 2 fish.
Whoa.
All right, let's go.
All right, next one.
Anyways.
Ickle.
Ickle.
Not to be
Sounds
confused.
like pickle.
That was perfect. You beat me to it. Like not to be confused with pickle, but
Ickle.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I've heard of this one before.
Me too.
I don't remember
Tickle?
what ickle is, but I do remember ickle being a word.
Trickle. Bickle.
I'm
just going through words
Stickle.
that rhyme with it. I already said sickle.
I said stickle.
Oh, stickle? Is that a word?
Icicle.
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 Oh.
Ickle.
Isn't that like when like you're confused or like you're struggling to like you're kind of discombobulated kind of a
Yeah, like you're in an ickle.
Yeah.
An ickle mindset.
Yeah.
That just sounds so funny to me.
Well, bro, I'm just so ickle right now.
Bro, I'm ickled out of my mind right now.
Bro, you don't even know.
Bro, the vibes are now just ickle right now.
You're giving off some mad ickle vibes right now.
Dude, are you a mad ickle right now? Just calm down. Eat a pickle.
Too far, Brett.
Oh, my bad.
All right, I'm going to go with confused mindset.
Well, you boys are. Boom. Incorrect. Ickle means small.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all it had.
Well, we already have a word for small.
Yeah. True. Why'd they do this?
Is ickle English?
Let's look it up.
Google, show me the origins
Brett,
of this word.
Before we go any further, how do you find these words? Do you go on like dictionary.com or?
I have a couple links of a couple lists of words. And when I have time, I do some more research. But I'm going to be completely honest that I wrote this episode about 10 minutes before you came. So,
well,
let's see.
That's a deep subject.
British informal.
So it's slang.
Informal, so it's actually slang.
It's British slang.
Yeah. Ironically, childish word for little. There you go. That's funny.
Bro, imagine being
totally
British.
see that.
Imagine being British.
Oh, yeah, bro. Look at that.
Bro. Look, this the ickle bro.
Why did we? That was probably so insulting to anyone British. Oh, yeah, yo, bro.
Our UK views just went down.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I think it's Wednesday there, bro. What?
Tuesday.
You see that little ickle?
Man's got ickle pickle.
Oi, boy.
Let's
Okay.
move swiftly from insulting the poor British.
Sorry to anyone out there who's British.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay. They aren't real people.
Our British
Also-
views went from 5 to 2.
I mean-
like, come on.
Let's be honest. We're American.
Okay.
Yes.
Remember, we separated from the British.
Okay. What is your point with this?
So I'm just thinking back to World Cup memes when we had a draw with
USA.
England. Yes, and then there was some people doing interviews, and someone took a clip of, "What do you not like about America? Like they just can't really do anything." And then someone takes that clip and responds, is like, "Huh? How about you, England? You can't just. How about winning a war in
Oh man.
back in the days? How about that, huh?"
Imagine not winning a world war.
Yeah,
Can't relate.
Imagine just letting people a small little country, not even a country yet,
Bunch of colonies.
beat you. 13 colonies.
Yeah.
Bunch of ickle colonies.
Ickle
Small.
colonies. These ickle folks down there.
All right. Anyways, we'll move on.
We're going to get banned for that.
Nah, we've done worse than that.
Oh well, this show is just getting started. So
Oh yeah.
This is going to be in the PG-13 section.
Oh.
13. Wow.
Wow.
All right. Ill Willy.
This has got to be British.
I'm assuming it is.
Ill
Oh
Willy.
yes,
Hold on
it
a-
is. It is definitely British.
He just pulled out a British dictionary and he was like, which of these look funny?
I'm assuming this is also some type of slang.
Ill Willy? It has
Willy.
to be.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I've never
It's got to be like a bad guy. You
Ill
know?
Willy.
Like,
Yeah. No, I really like that one.
yeah, it's a bad guy.
Bad guy.
You guys going with that?
We're locking it in.
Let's go.
Very
Let's
good.
go.
I'm going with it.
One for like what, 6?
No, we got 2 now.
Yeah, you
The
guys got
GMOs.
Frankenfood.
Oh yeah, okay.
Pretty good. 2 for 4.
2 for 4.
There we go. This one's having an
bad.
unfriendly disposition, so I completely agree. An ill willy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, ain't it?
Pretty good. That one's got ickle that ill willy.
The fact that I know what you're saying, but I still hardly understood it.
And once again, we're just,
All right, move on.
people are like, what are they doing? All right, next one. Quackle.
Quackle. Isaiah,
Quackle.
what are your thoughts?
On Quackle?
Yeah.
Can I have the origin of the word?
Why are you looking at me? I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
What are your thoughts on Quackle?
I don't know. I'd have to think about that
That's
for a
like
second here.
it's like a bunch of baby ducklings is my guess. Like a quackle of ducklings. A quackle of ducklings.
Quackle. Here comes the
I
quackle.
do feel like it is a grouping of some sort of animal though.
Yeah.
It does sound.
I just feel like a quackle seems right because ducks quack.
So a quackle is a group of ducks.
That's my assumption.
what's a barkle then? A bunch of
A
dogs.
bunch of puppies.
Let's just go for it. Yeah. Quackle it is.
Quackle means a bunch of ducklings or
Group of
ducks.
ducks. Group of ducks.
Group of ducks.
Group of
Group of
ducks.
ducks.
Group of ducks.
Oh, unfortunately,
Bummer.
but I do love that one. Quackle. All right, this one is to choke or to suffocate.
So like is the word supposed to imitate the sound that you make? You're like,
Just gag
look at that guy
into the mic.
quacking over there.
Oh, that echo and quackle over there.
Quacking in it.
What is happening? Oh, okay. Wow.
Oh, that bubbler is really good.
Yeah, I like this flavor.
Can't really. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you have a different one.
I really like this flavor though.
Yeah, it's
It's one of my favorites actually. So.
a unique one. It's good. All right.
Is it because it matches your hair?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You got everyone still has to watch the podcast. People love
Quackle.
doing that, so
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it makes it more entertaining in my opinion.
mm-hmm.
So
especially this one.
this one's gonna be pretty entertaining.
Oi, bro.
See all of our faces as we're doing British accents.
Oh man, all right. Are we ready to move on?
I suppose so.
Yes.
We're not, folks. We're not moving on to Franken food. We're talking about some high quality food.
Oh.
High quality food.
snack.
Oh.
No, not goldfish. Beef jerky.
Ooh.
Classic.
Classic.
So, as someone who's not really, I don't have that much beef jerky. I want you boys to talk about a certain beef jerky that kind of goes around the FLBC campus.
I haven't seen it for a long time, actually.
You know,
Did you stop making it?
I didn't stop. I made it. I made a batch. So I make my own beef jerky, but I made a batch the other day, and before I could even finish packaging it, Austin was at my room, knocking on the door and being like, "Okay, I want to buy all of it."
All of it? What a
He bought
greedy
five.
man.
He bought 5 bags of my beef
Greedy
jerky.
man. So, Nick makes his own beef jerky,
I do.
and this was more like first semester.
Yeah.
More first semester, he would bake a batch, and it would just like be on the floor. You could just smell it, and everyone was like, ah. And we had a ton. Yeah, do it. Yeah. Yeah, and so there was a couple of us that were like, as soon as he would get it, we'd be like, yeah, I want a bag right now, please.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually planning on making a batch before the week is up because I know that people want some. But I mean, you know, even past being at FLBC, I'm gonna make it and ship it off to people who want to buy it. So if you're interested, you know, you can contact me, and yeah, I'll make you some.
There we go. Maybe one day we'll partner as brands.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
We could have a flavor. We could make a break time banter flavor.
It's bubbler flavor.
marinate and bubbler.
Marinade and bubbler and orange juice and pickles
and goldfish.
Goldfish.
Just make a leftover casserole beef jerky.
Yeah.
That'd be gross.
Interesting.
Well,
Well,
really gross.
someday we'll figure it out.
We'll
Yeah.
get there.
Let me know, but like, yeah, I mean, I'd love to sponsor you guys on a video.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
We would promote.
Oh
We'd
yeah.
promote you
Yeah, bro.
as much as we could.
As someone who has bought many bags of Nick's jerky, it's very good. It's the best jerky I've ever had. So
High
I like
praise.
beef jerky. I eat it often.
Me too.
So
Yeah.
That you heard it here. Oh. The best jerky.
the jerky, the best.
The number one.
bestest. Of
I would love
jerkies.
doing an ad read for
Yeah, and so I actually came up like I finished coming up with a name and a design for the logo
Ooh.
recently. So I'm actually looking into buying some stickers and like actually like putting them on the packages.
Speaking of stickers, I don't have them right here, but
Oh my goodness, I forgot we had.
we have stickers.
You have stickers?
I do. We will give you one
Okay. Yeah.
for being on the show.
What brand do you use?
Sticker Mule.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I've heard of that.
There were some good deals, so I just did it for fun.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll use some other ones. But when Nick gets stickers, get some of those.
Hit 'em up.
Yeah. So
Buy 'em out.
the name is the name of my jerky business is Bedrock and Brimstone.
Oh, yes.
That sounds dope.
Yeah.
I want that on a hoodie.
Yeah, I mean, I would make all sorts of merch.
Wouldn't that be sick?
That'd be awesome.
It just sounds amazing. Just the visualizations I'm thinking about.
Wait, do like a really deep voice, like Bedstone and Bedrock and Brimstone.
Yeah.
Bedrock and Brimstone. Buy now.
Bedrock and Brimstone.
You want to have a... Sorry, that just completely ruined it.
Next was good.
Yes.
Yeah, so like there's actually a reason behind the name too, and like so I mean like yes, it sounds manly, but it actually signifies something a lot deeper than just two things that sound manly.
Most manliest jerky.
So the bedrock in the name is actually in reference to Christ as the bedrock, the firm foundation of our faith. And then brimstone is kind of an old-fashioned word for sulfur. And I remember one of my first times feeling called into the ministry was actually at Yellowstone National Park. I was right there at the Sulphur Springs, and I was just so amazed by it, and I ended up just really feeling God, just tugging my heart to pursue ministry. So yeah.
Yeah, for real. It's good.
There we go.
Bedrock and Brimstone.
Bedrock and
now.
Brimstone.
So everyone, another reminder, reach out to Nick if you want some fabulous jerky with a great purpose behind it as well.
Yep. And I also give better prices than all the other brands that at least the ones that I've looked into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Once again, it's perfect ad read. Are you even tired of paying an arm and a leg for beef jerky?
Well, Jesus has paid it all.
Amen to that. And you want the best jerky at the lowest price?
Bedrock and Brimstone.
Bedrock. And
Get back to the
Brimstone.
basics, to the firm foundation, the cornerstone,
The Bedrock.
and Brimstone.
the bedrock. This is great.
That's good.
I'm excited.
We should make an ad.
Yes. Like right now?
No. I'm saying like
100%.
do like a video.
We will do it for free.
And it's gonna
Awesome.
that'd be
That
sick.
sounds
bro.
great.
It's gonna be me, and then I just want to get smacked in the face by like a rock. It's gonna be Nick
It's
standing
just a slow
there,
motion and like just this rock approaching and you're smiling.
and then Nick's gonna be standing there and just Bedrock and Brimstone.
I love this. We'll plan this out. It'll be a full on commercial. Actually do some production value.
Let's go, bro.
Be amazing. And then if I ever win a disc golf tournament, I'll be like, I'd like to thank my unofficial sponsor, but just check them out.
Yeah, there you go.
Bedrock
bro.
and Brimstone.
Bedrock and Brimstone.
That's the title of this podcast episode.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah, Bedrock and Brimstone.
So it's actually so funny because your younger brother Ryan, he does some streaming of video games, and so I actually sent him, and this is like a prototype of my logo.
Oh,
And so then he put it in his bottom corner as he was
Yes.
live streaming.
yes.
And they had this bar, and it was like, help me raise enough money to buy a bag of beef jerky from Bedrock and Brimstone. And so then this guy from, I think it was Albania, like, who randomly just watches your younger brother.
Yeah, he's like his biggest fan.
So he messages Ryan, says, hey, like, where do you get this beef jerky? And he was like, yeah, because like they don't really make it here in Albania. And so he was like trying to get me to send him some beef jerky. I didn't end up doing it.
Yeah, that'd kind of tough to do. But.
Yeah, and it would have been really expensive.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, one bag for $100. Anyway,
And deal.
Speaking of Ryan, he also created the Break Time Banter logo.
oh, he did.
So shout out to Rhinosaur Art,
Dinosaur art.
Rye Guy.
I feel like this has just turned into an ad. Maybe we should move on with the episode.
Are
Yeah,
we in
yeah,
a
probably.
commercial right now?
This is
People are like, wait, is this an ad?
We're in one
for
of those.
all of you watching and listening. This is actually just a long advertisement.
Call 555-23455.
Call 555 by
This is
Bedrock
one
and
of those
Brimstone
30-minute long commercial segments on TV, but it's in a podcast format. You've all been pranked, everyone.
You thought this was the next episode. This is actually just an ad.
Advertisement time. Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
All right.
Anyway, enough about my beef jerky.
Can I suggest a topic?
What?
You can.
I just really think that Nick and I should talk about our trip to Bismarck.
Oh, go for it. Go for it, because we will end with that's whack, but I want to hear this first.
Oh, this is such a good story.
Okay. So this is like, what was this, like third week of my second year, first year?
Like third week into the school year or third week into the second
Was
semester?
it like,
It was second semester.
oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was actually much later because, I mean, like when I first got there, like I didn't really know you that well.
That's fair. Okay. Either way, so Nick and I, okay, my brother lived in Bismarck, and
Classic.
classic. My brother Ben, and so he was like, "Oh yeah, you should come out. My cousin Cameron's coming down." So it was gonna be me, Ben, and Cameron, and I was like, "Man, that's a long drive. I do not want to do it by myself." And so, Nick and I were friends, and so I was like, "Hey, Nick, what are you doing this weekend?"
Nothing.
I was like, "You want to come to Bismarck with me?"
Yeah.
So we did.
Yeah.
And we had many adventures on this trip. And
Yes, it's true.
I don't even know. You should. What? How do we even approach this?
So we ended up at McDonald's at like probably close to 1 a.m. I mean, as you would,
as you do.
Oh yes.
And so we're sitting there in the drive-through, and we're all doing our order, and so I'm sitting next to Cam in the back seat, and then Ben's driving, and then Isaiah's in the passenger. He's in shotgun. That's what they call it nowadays. And so Ben orders, then Isaiah orders, and then I order, and then Cameron starts to order, and I look over at him, and he just had a goofy face, and so I was already kind of like tempted to laugh.
I can't even like think about this story without laughing.
And so he's like, oh yeah, I'll take a Big Mac, and for whatever reason, I thought that was the funniest thing in the world. So I just burst out laughing, and then I look forward, and all I see is Isaiah like kind of like leaning back on his seat. Yeah, he was just slouched over.
And my knees were like on the dash.
Yeah, and then all I see is just him just like bend over in laughter. Like it's just like pure air. There's no laughing even. And then because of myself and then now Isaiah laughing, Ben starts to laugh. And Cameron's like, "What? I just want to get a Big Mac."
And the more he said it,
the more
we started dying.
Yeah, and so like throughout the entire drive through experience, but then also we get back, like we're driving back to Ben's apartment, and we're just ripping on this guy, like just like relentlessly, just like making fun of him for getting a Big Mac. This guy gets like actually like mad at us.
Okay. I don't think he was actually mad.
Okay, well, it did definitely seem like he was mad. But so we get back to to Ben's apartment, and then Cameron just grabs his backpack that like he brought for the weekend, and then just dips.
He grabs all of his stuff, and he's like, "I'm out of here," and we're like still laughing. We're like, "Okay, go get a Big Mac." Oh yeah.
I was like, "Where are you gonna go to get a Big Mac?"
Go get another Big Mac. And he's like, "Nah, bro, come on." And then he like leaves, and it's like 1:30 in the morning or something.
Yeah.
And so we're like, okay. And he's like gone for like 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, and we're all kind of sitting around, kind of just like, oh, like.
Did he actually leave? Where did he go?
We actually might have made him mad.
And then it was like 15 minutes later, he walks back in, but not just a normal person walking in. He walks in with this massive light fixture. And we have no idea where he got this from.
And he has the biggest grin on his face. And we're like, "Where in the world did you get that?" And he's like, "The elevator."
What?
He just I don't know if he ripped it out of the elevator or if it was just simply dangling there and he just ripped it off.
No, it was like one of those like flat pieces, that you can like push up and like it comes down. It's
it does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so like he just like was in the elevator and he was like, and then he pushed it up and took it off. Yeah.
And so he's standing there and he has this like huge light fixture like piece of plastic, and he's just grinning, and we're like, "What do we do with this?" So he just sets it down, like right next to the door, and then just drops his bag, and then like he just goes and sits down on the kitchen table or whatever.
Yeah, and then we just went on with our night.
Yeah, I don't know if Ben actually ever put that back.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did.
The next morning we went and put it back.
Oh, you did?
Because Ben didn't want to get in trouble because there's cameras.
Oh, that's so funny.
But
it's happening again. They took the light fixture.
It's always the guy that orders a Big Mac.
It's always a Big Mac.
He always comes in with a Big Mac.
Note to self: never order a Big Mac.
Yeah, and so even to this day, Isaiah and I will just look at each other every now and then and be like, "You look like you would order a Big Mac."
Oh,
never
man.
order a Big Mac around us.
Yep. You will be made fun of, and then you will end up
stealing a
light fixture.
It'll lead to a life of crime, I guess. Pointless crime.
Pointless crime.
Oh.
Yeah. Many other things happened on that trip, but I think that was the funniest part.
Oh,
that
was definitely the funniest part.
Definitely the funniest part.
Flashback to when Isaiah started laughing just with air. All I could think about was this.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, that sounds like a hoot and a holler.
A hoot and a holler.
Hoot and a holler.
That's for sure, yeah.
Speaking of a hoot and a holler, it is time for That's Whack.
That is whack.
That's whack.
It's pretty whack.
Where I have a fun, wacky story, but totally true story as well.
Oh.
And folks, this one happened about a couple weeks ago.
About a couple weeks ago or a couple weeks ago?
Happened approximately about around this-ish time a couple weeks ago.
All right.
Okay.
I would say, off the top of my memory, 3 weeks ago.
Wait, is this something that's happened to you?
No, I just saw a news article about this thing.
Fair enough.
Oh, boy.
This one's called Dropping Dimes.
Oh, boy.
So, here's how the article reads. Police are searching for 6 men who stole about $200,000 worth in dimes last week.
As one would.
Casually.
In the overnight heist of a tractor trailer that was holding roughly $750,000 worth in coins from the U.S. Mint.
What?
Could you imagine, just breaking into that vehicle and then being like, "Give me all your dimes."
I want them all.
Give me all your dimes.
Give me every last dime you had. And they took him seriously.
Oh, folks, it does have a date. In the middle of the night between April 12th and April 13th, police said that the men wearing black clothing and gray hooded sweatshirts broke into a tractor trailer parked in the lot of Walmart.
Honestly, that checks out. I was a little bit confused. I'm like, is this in Florida or?
Yeah, how did this happen?
Why do they have so many dimes?
But every Walmart is like just a piece of land that's secretly owned by Florida.
I think this actually happened in Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken. So the trailer contained millions of dimes, police said, that were 15 pallets of coins inside, each holding about 500,000 dimes worth, approximately $50,000.
Why the dimes? Like there are quarters.
Not in this parking lot.
No,
apparently not.
Gotta take the dimes. I have no idea. I'm not sure exactly what. I'm assuming there's all sorts of different type of coins in there.
I swear, every Walmart is a gateway to a parallel universe where having that many dimes is a normal average thing, everyday thing.
What were they doing? Like, were they okay? Was the vehicle that had all the money in it? Was it like going to that Walmart or was it coming from that Walmart?
So I think we're going to hear about later why it's in that parking lot.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So there's more to the story.
Why. Also, I just found out in all, that's 7.5 million dimes. So this entire truck was all dimes.
It was all dimes?
Yeah. 7.5 million dimes.
Wow.
So, did you just steal the car? That would take a long time to unload.
Yeah,
all those dimes.
Because they only took
dime by dime.
just throwing into a truck bed.
Well, because they only took $200,000, so they left. I mean, a good amount of them there, but that's still a ton of dimes.
How do you transfer that many dimes? They're like, we don't have enough time.
How are you gonna bring this to the bank? You're gonna make so many trips of dimes.
You gotta have a forklift to do this heist. To do this heist, you need to be forklift certified.
So the coins were being transported from the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia and were destined for the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta in Miami, Florida.
Oh, so the Walmart was just like a middle ground. Basically, they were like sleeping in a Walmart parking lot.
Well, yeah. So when the driver parked the vehicle and went off to go get some sleep, police said police did not believe the driver colluded in the theft. But I think that opinion changed because usually this is not what people do.
Yeah.
Who are transporting this kind of stuff.
Normally if they're transporting, they do all-nighters.
Yeah,
several
all
drivers.
Night. But this guy parked in a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah, that's sketchy.
What did he expect was going to happen?
Yeah,
my question.
Oh man, I'm just going to leave it here. Nothing will happen.
Okay, to be fair,
it should be good.
Who looks at a truck trailer and be like, I bet there's so many dimes in there.
Well, no, so I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of times they actually have armored vehicles that they transport them in.
Yeah.
So they're pretty easy to identify, but they're also bulletproof, with the glass, bulletproof metal. They have one guy driving and then one guy actually in the like bed part of it.
Yeah, but this said it was a tractor trailer, didn't it?
Yeah, it just looks
Oh,
like
it's a tractor trailer.
Yeah, just a normal
Really?
like semi trailer.
Yeah. So, first of all,
look up the photos of this. It's hilarious.
First of all, there's so many issues with this man's story. Yeah, I just thought I'd go get some sleep. There's a Motel 6 right by this Walmart. I'm just park in the Walmart parking lot. Yeah, lovely.
So the thieves cut a flimsy lock on the back. So that's another thing that kind of points to the driver like, oh, okay, this isn't really secure.
Yeah.
First of all, they entered to find pallets of dimes inside. Each pallet weighed more than 1.25 tons.
Yikes.
So they did have to have like.
Well, they for sure had to carry it box by box because they sometimes come in like these like handheld sized boxes.
Yeah.
And it's just full of them.
Yeah.
That would suck. Could you imagine? You're just flinging these boxes of dimes.
There's just two guys just like,
night.
just throwing. One guy's throwing it to the other guy. The guy catches it and then he throws it to another guy and he puts it in the bed.
There's always the guy in the heist that is like the newbie. So like,
right,
all right, you stand here, catch.
Box of dimes.
So this actually reminds me of a really funny story. I have a friend who lives down in the Dominican Republic, and like I actually was there a handful of years ago, and so we were just talking about just the culture down there, and the conversation was brought up to just like to the effect of by talking about the different types of money that we have both here in America, but then also in the Dominican. And so I was talking about the dollar bills, and she was confused. She didn't know what I was talking about. I'm like, oh no, like it's just like it's the orange bill. Well, so apparently maybe like a year after I left, there was this guy who robbed a bank, and he robbed like several $1 million. Like it was like an absurd amount of pesos.
Yeah.
And so this bank got in contact with the president and just like the people who run the country, and they went ahead and just changed all the bills. So then all the current bills were useless. So then this guy stole all this money, was worthless,
And it's useless.
yeah. So I mean, because it's a small country, like they're able to do things like that. But yeah, like this guy, just stole all this money. And it's just nope, it's worthless.
Yeah, but then everyone else that has that money is like, oh well, I am now way more poor.
Well, no, because like you could go in and like exchange it for the new stuff. But this guy or whoever stole it. He can't just walk in like, oh yeah, I'd like to convert 7 million pesos into the new currency, because like they'd know right away who it is.
It's like, oh, I wonder.
Wonder who the culprit
Would be.
Not the kroll pit.
The kroll pit. Who's the kroll pit?
Crumpet? Oi.
We're not going back to British. No.
All right, so the thieves broke about 4 or 5 pallets, and when they're trying to transport us, they left mounds of dimes scattered across the lot and down the road.
They probably dropped a couple boxes, let's be honest. And like at that point you just
crap.
You don't pick it up.
No.
Like
it's
a
a waste
cop's
of your time.
driving by and sees just like dimes rolling from this truck, and they're like, I wonder what that is.
What's going on?
So nothing suspicious over here. That's for
Just
sure.
a couple dimes.
So, oh wow, my voice is dying.
Pretty British.
The mess was a result of haphazard improvisation. They improvised. Improv. After the thieves realized the bags of dimes in the pallets were too heavy for one person to move, so they broke open the larger bags and loaded them into smaller bags, spilling dimes out of the back of the tractor trailer and down the road as they made their escape.
Honestly, it doesn't sound like they planned this out very well. Like it seems like more of like an accident than it does like an actual planned thing.
Yeah, because if they'd known what the pallets and how heavy they were, you'd think
would have brought a forklift.
Think they would have been prepared, but
Right, like I mean, like I can imagine, someone being like, okay, like I'm just gonna break into a random, trailer or like random semi, and then just take whatever I can inside, and then he opens it, there's just all these dimes.
Like, oh, big money.
Jackpot.
we hit the we hit the jackpot, boy.
We hit the chocolate, guys.
I don't know what is going on. So surveillance footage shows one of the getaway cars stopping to steal nearby recycling bins, presumably to use to carry their heavy, unwieldy loot.
That's so funny.
It's so
This sounds
dumb,
like an
dude.
episode of The Office.
100%.
Like Michael is leading a heist, That's what that sounds like.
Just nothing about this sounds serious or real. Like in reality, they stole like what was it, 200 million or
250,000?
Yeah, like that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of effort.
When I hear it, I just can't help but laugh because, like, come on now.
Did the report say how long that they were like taking pennies out, or not pennies, dimes out?
I don't believe so. I'm sure somewhere else it probably does.
Because like that's got to be like a few hours.
Oh,
But
definitely.
Who? I mean, you would have questioned.
Because it's 2.5 million dimes, right? For 250,000, or are my calculations off?
I have no idea.
I think that's right.
But like, someone had to have been like questioning, like, why are these guys just tossing these dimes around? Someone's driving by and like, that doesn't look right. But they're like, oh, whatever.
It's Walmart.
It's Walmart.
This kind of stuff happens at Walmart. It's fine.
It's fine.
Let's blame Katie
No
Strawman. Come on, Katie.
Come on, Katie.
You worked at Walmart.
I actually worked at
forgot
Walmart
about
too.
Oh, Nick worked at Walmart.
I worked at Walmart for about a month and a half in Great Falls, Montana. I was like, all right, see you later. I'm done. It was too much.
After the incident of stealing a bunch of rubber duckies out of a thing in the he's just like, I'm done here.
No more.
Well, I was working in the, so they call it fresh cap, which means I worked with produce.
Oh.
But that ended up meaning everything that was perishable in the store because they were short staffed. This was right when COVID happened. So yeah, I guess decided to move out to Montana for a bit, and I was working at a Walmart for a month and a half. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Okay, that's enough Walmart for me.
Yep.
There you go. So the rest of the article, police said the heist was part of a larger pattern of cargo thefts. Crews of thieves often stake out trucks parked in lots overnight until the next morning for deliveries. The officer said, though, in the middle of the night, crews cut through fences and snip padlocks with bolt cutters to access and steal the cargo. Thieves most often target tractor trailers carrying cargo of liquor or food, he said. They also target trucks carrying electronics. In the case of the dime heist, the thieves were likely surprised by the bounty of coins they found inside of a tractor trailer. If that was targeted, clearly they would have come prepared.
Yeah. I think I agree. This had to have just been a random thing. They're like, oh, Walmart, that's the big money there.
Yeah.
What would you do though with all these coins? I mean, like, you couldn't just bring $200,000 worth of dimes to a bank and say, okay, I want this in, dollar bills.
It's probably like they went to a bunch of like coin sorters and just like,
even still,
like they just like went and cleaned their dimes.
That'd take forever still.
To clean dimes? Are you kidding me? I'm going to pay for this $20 meal in all dimes, please.
Well, the fact, like, with how newsworthy this is, it'd be so tough to convert these dimes into bills.
It'd be kind of
Watch out
funny
for people that are paying with their entire meal in dimes.
It'd be kind of funny to like go to one of those like Coinstar things in like a grocery store, and then just like max out the entire Coinstar in dimes.
They have a giant funnel just like going through the ceiling. There's like, keep dumping it, keep funneling it, go.
One of the guys that was on the heist is just like he just brings another box in every few minutes.
Yep. All right. Oh wait, do you need? Or you got it? Just make sure you don't go out the door. All right. Our next guest is coming, so Nick and we just chill in here.
All right.
That was a great story.
I need to
do some more research because I don't think they've captured them yet. I mean, they pay their bail in dimes.
Could you imagine, like, okay, your bond is like $50,000. Like, do you guys accept dimes?
No way. Oh, we'll just convert it. We'll be fine. Oh, that's so much work.
Well, so like it actually reminds me of another story. So like I was in Walmart, believe it or not.
Oh.
And I was just like, I was gonna go through the self checkout, and this guy saw like I had like a bunch of coins. So I was gonna pay for it. I was just getting rid of some stuff. I was just buying a few drinks or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And so I have like this like fistful of coins, and this older guy sees me with it. He's like, yeah, I see you're buying all that stuff with coins, and I'm like, yep, that's what I'm doing. And he's like, yeah, no, it actually reminds me of the time when I owed the the government. I can't remember if it was like the IRS or if it was like just the DMV or whatever. And he was like, yeah, I owed them like $1,600. And so, just to make him mad, I actually went and got it all in coins, and then I just like had wheelbarrows and I just rolled it in.
Oh my word!
And here's the crazy part is that because it's legal tender, the government has to accept it.
Yeah. Yep.
And so they broke multiple of the machines that like count the coins, and like they had to count it all by hand. And so this guy was just standing there just talking about it, and I'm like, man, you're insane. I want to be just like you when I grow up.
That is another level of, because some people, I've heard stories, people paying their fines in coins. They're like, oh, okay, whatever. Like,
yeah, but
this is another
$1,600.
That's a lot
in just various coins.
When you mix it all up like that too, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, that concludes That's Whack. I can't wait to hear more about this story because I briefly just found a good article. But I heard so many other news outlets covering it, and the photos from it are hilarious. There's just dimes all over the parking lot.
I'm definitely going to look this up later.
All right, boys. Anything else as we close out the episode?
I don't think so. It's been fun.
It's been fun. Again,
time.
thank you for having me on.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime.
It's fun.
Yeah.
We look forward to, just let us know when you're around or if we're around you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, like, you could do another tour down to Sioux Falls.
That'd actually be a great spot. Brad Byerly.
Yeah, we got some good people in Sioux Falls.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I think at some point I will be making a trip to play disc golf with Brad down there. So
Well,
nice.
Brett's going to be doing tours because, his co-host is.
Yeah.
You'll hear more about that
You will.
later.
We'll see if the announcement comes out before this episode or after, but
Yeah.
most people know. But
Yeah, most people know.
But you'll find out.
Yeah.
Secrets. Clickbait. Yeah. But no, it was a fantastic time. I hardly remember what we talked about, but I know it was funny.
Agreed.
Something about root beer, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty good, ain't it?
Oh, pretty good,
Pretty
man.
good, ain't it?
Pretty good, mate. We're so dumb.
We're the worst.
All right, let's head to the outro before we offend any more audiences.
Yeah, true.
Oh, we hope you enjoyed this episode of the Break Time Banter. As always, a huge thank you goes to our guest. Thank you, Nick, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, as always. I don't even know what I'm saying right now.
Thanks for watching and listening.
Follow our socials on Instagram to stay up to date on the show. Check out our YouTube channel to see the podcast in video format or to see some other vlogs and other content. Stay tuned. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.